Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Happy Monday. It is good Monday. It's Mystical Monday Musings. So thank you for being here. I appreciate you being here. I am waiting for Laura. I believe Laura is coming on over. So we'll just, you know, talk a little bit. How was everybody's Thanksgiving? Did you have a good Thanksgiving? I hope so. Good morning, cousin Jody. I sent you an email. Michelle, hello, and Carson, good morning, and Kelly, good morning. Thanks for being here, guys. Well, while we're waiting for Laura, I'm gonna check something. Gonna check something. I'm like 90% sure. I'm 90% sure that I did send her an email. I did. Yes, I did. I was like, did I send her an email? I'm pretty sure I sent her an email with the link. And I know yeah. So now I'm 100% sure that I sent her an email with the link. And she probably had to get her coffee, something, or maybe the dog was talking to her, and maybe she got a message from to share with all of you. I know because I got a message that's important, and I'm sure I'm choked up just thinking about it. Oh my God, I'm feeling Laura's energy. I feel her energy. Laura, can you hear us, Laura? I know you can, Laura. Cross over, Laura. All are welcome. All are welcome. And there she is.
I was listening to you carry on.
On and on and on. Welcome to my world.
Hi.
We sort of kind of match-ish. The greenest color.
Yeah.
Green, I'll put green and blue. All right. So guys, welcome. My name is Elias Patras. I'm an intuitive motivator, psychic medium. I do a lot of retreats, and it's Cyber Monday, so go take a look at all the deals. How's that for an introduction? And I am joined by the amazing, and Laura's going to be on a live soon, guys. We'll let you know when.
Yeah.
So I'm joined by Laura Wooster, and from the East Coast.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to reboot. And I'm like, oh no.
Rebooting is always a good thing.
Yeah.
Hope everybody is doing well. We'll say good morning to you guys, and then we'll give you our message for the week. This is a really good one, I have to tell you. So one more time, good morning, cousin Jody, Michelle, Carson, Kelly, Joy, Miss D, good morning. Isabel, good morning. Thank you for being here, everyone. I appreciate you guys when you come over and join us, even from the TikTok. So thank you so much for being here. So Laura, I'm using Denise Lynn's The Sacred Forest Oracle deck. Looking forward to her new deck coming up. It is soul searching. I always mess it up. It's soul something. It's soul cards. I'm just gonna say it's soul cards. Oh, soul contract. No. Soul coaching. It's her soul coaching cards.
Okay.
Yeah. Very excited. So look at this card. Success, everybody. So here's the interesting piece with success. I think December comes in and we're so focused on got to get presents, got to get everything set up, got to get everything done. Oh my God, I'm hosting. We're doing all these things and we're not looking at our successes in life. We're not looking at our health. We're not looking at the ability to host. We're not looking at the ability to have family all around us, those who have that privilege. I think we need to see the smaller successes instead of, oh, look, I'm on the Drew Barrymore show or the Kelly Clarkson show. So it's a card for me, everybody. It's not for any of you. It's a big, it's for all of us.
Big affirmation for you.
It's a success about looking at the small successes in our life instead of focusing on like, oh, it has to be so grandioso. So
that's a really good advice and really good. That's something we all need to focus on a bit more is the small successes add up to big ones. So absolutely. So the cards I pulled from my typical deck from the Psychic Tarot deck. So my well-worn Psychic Tarot deck. And the card that I chose today was Suffering in Silence card. So notice the blue around it. Okay, I always say this. You notice the color around the border of this card, and this is the mental energy. This is, so oftentimes this can mean several things, but especially this time of year, this card will come up for people because suffering in silence can mean, it can indicate it's good to ask for help. It's okay to ask for help. You know, taking in consideration everything you need to get done on your list and everything, that's okay to either cut corners here and there where you feel like, you don't have to have everything perfect for the holidays. It's okay to cut some corners, maybe, order takeout rather than creating the whole spread that you're going to do for the party that you were going to have. Asking people to bring things instead of you cooking everything. There's all these things that where can you ask for help that in a way, I mean, it's such a gift to be able to give that to others,
Right.
to allow them to help you. So remember that. All right. So don't suffer in silence. Ask for help, whatever that may be. Those are just examples of how you can address that energy. But I'm sure each in your own way can see that.
And a lot of us don't do that. I mean, I think that's something that both of us talk about reaching out for support when we need, and it's challenging, especially this time of year. I think it's really challenging. A question that I had before we get to your questions, guys. First of all, if you're not following us on YouTube, please like and follow on YouTube. Subscribe on YouTube on both of our channels. So important. So important. Do you find, Laura, that this time of year, people are always wanting more mediumship? They're always wanting to get in touch with their loved ones more. And do you find that the other side is wanting to connect more?
Yeah, I do. I do feel like people, they end up having those conversations with their loved ones on the other side a lot more this time of year because it's bringing up old memories, right? Memories of past holidays with their loved ones. Interestingly enough, I find that the connections are the need for mediumship around this time of year is less than other times of the year. Right now, people are booking appointments for January in February because they want to know what the year is going to bring for them, right? So that's the big deal right now.
Right.
But people tend to feel closer to their loved ones on the other side during holidays. So they feel like there's less of a need for that connection because they have their own connection.
True.
I think we underestimate the power of our own connection with the people on the other side. So
that's important, everybody. Talk to your loved ones. They're there. I tell this on the Tiki Talk. I'm like, it's not like they're like, gotta go, bingo at 5. They're there for you. Maybe, I don't know. Could be. But they can be in bingo and talk to you at the same time. They have a lot of extra talent that we don't have here. Chris, hello from Iowa. And Rhonda from Idaho. Idaho! Chris would like a card. Guidance for holidays, please. Okay.
Chris. All right. Let's see what Chris needs to know for the holidays. Okay. Okay.
Excellent.
Are you using the same card deck?
I'm going to use the same card deck, but I'll let you go first because I'm going to do something really, and there it is. Okay. Well, fascinating. Okay. There's that, but I'm going to work on something to bring up in a moment that
okay.
I can do that. So
while you're doing that, so I'll talk.
Multitasking.
Okay. Do you want me to do my cards first then?
Okay.
What you're trying to tell me.
Okay. I got
all right. So Chris, so I pulled 3 cards for you, and what all 3 of these together indicate to focus on the joy at home, focus on cultivating joy at home and peace at home. Okay. There might be some indications too about either maybe there's a lot of invitations to do other things or other obligations outside the home, and you kind of feeling obligated and to go, to focus on those invitations or those, whatever this may be. Right now, it's more about focusing on your own home and like, where can you bring peace and joy and celebration into your own home? Not to say you have to throw a big party, but perhaps you're feeling a little more, I don't know, maybe a little bit more you know, not isolate is the wrong word. Like you just feel like it would be better. You're feeling less like wanting to be social, perhaps. Maybe that's something that's coming up for you right now. And it's okay to cultivate that in your own home, not feeling like you have to go out and accept every invitation outside your home for maybe family members or friends or whatever. And you just kind of feel like, you know what? For my holidays, I'm just gonna stay home and provide some peace and joy for yourself. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here with these cards that are coming up. So I hope that makes sense, Chris. I'm curious if you're feeling the need for like introspection and kind of like being on your own, or just feeling kind of like, I hope that makes sense. So what do you have?
So it's interesting because exactly what Laura was saying is, this is an interesting card, Chris. It is the generosity card. Now, this isn't about per se generous to others. This is you being generous to self. This is you about treating yourself, you growing those roots, like you grow. It's okay. Let me reword this. Focusing on the roots instead of focusing on the branches. You branch out. I know that was good.
That's really good.
It was like, and then there it goes. Sound effects brought to you by. So yeah, it is. And that's without any sugar, everybody, this morning. Let me just tell you. So it's really about you focusing on the roots of the tree instead of the branches. You branch out and give so much. This is about you feeding and nurturing the roots so you then can continue to reach out. So exactly what Laura was saying, generous to self. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Excellent. Good morning, Jean. Thank you for being here. Thank you, Carson. Just went over to Laura's page, like hers too. Please help any way you can. Yes.
Thank you.
Let's see. Good morning, Jean. Hello. Michelle would like a card, and Chris says yes, it does. Thank you. And interesting. Thank you. Excellent. Good. And Michelle,
is there any? I was curious if there's any particular area of your life you'd like some cards for. Okay. Chris, okay. So Chris just mentioned, I always feel overwhelmed trying to make everyone happy. Yeah. Okay. That's so all the more reason for the messages that came through today. Yeah. 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 It's okay. It's okay sometimes. I mean, we always like equate the holidays with having to connect with other people, to have to spend time with other people. Sometimes it's, there's years sometimes where we just need to pull back, and that's quite all right. That's what you need. That's what you need. Okay, Michelle. Okay. Ladora says, warm wishes from freezing Montana. Yeah, it's cold here too. Greek eyebrow. Okay, Michelle's asking romantic love. Okay, cool. Alrighty. Oh, how interesting. Okay. Alrighty. Now, this is going to seem kind of obvious, but I have to just, because these cards are coming up. Okay, so the first card here, this is all about communication. All right, so sometimes if someone is asking about love, potential relationships, if this card comes up, sometimes that indicates that you're not either making yourself obvious to the world, that you're actually looking, like, are you sitting on your couch and hoping to meet somebody? Like, that's the kind of thing that's happening here. It's like communication is key. All right, so that's one thing there. The other thing too, patience and planning, it's actually intending, who do you want to meet? What type of connection do you want? What kind of love do you want? What kind of relationship do you want? Planning, this actually means this piece that's missing here, because these cards are like 15 years old, that says patience, patience and planning. So being really specific about what is it that you want in life, or what is it that you want in a relationship. I wouldn't focus necessarily on the person. I know this sounds kind of weird. I wouldn't focus on the person. I would focus more on what type of life do you want, What type of connections do you want in your life? Not just a romantic love, but every kind of connection. Is it the type of connections that bring peace into your life? Is it kind of connections that bring adventure into your life? Is it the kind of, what kind of, no matter what, if it's relationship, romantic or friendship or otherwise, what is it that you want? Look at the bigger picture here and focus on that. And oftentimes when we focus on that bigger picture rather than focusing on one specific type of person, although it's kind of nice to know exactly what kind of person you want, but generally speaking, you'll draw in those people that bring those experiences to you, whether it be friendship or romantic. So that's a big piece right here. And the last piece is when this card comes up, disruption. A lot of times people get a little nervous. They gasp when they see this card. They go, "What does that mean?" To me, that means an ending of cycles. So you might be going through a cycle of relationships that just aren't working, or you've been on your own for a while, or there's something here about an ending of a cycle for you if you follow these steps. So I hope that makes sense, Michelle. What do you have, Elias?
So here's an interesting piece, Michelle, because I know you a little bit, and this is fascinating because when I'll just talk about the journey about finding romance, the journey about finding the one. Sometimes we get stuck in how it should be, how it should plan out, right? Well, this is what it should be, and I'm doing the work on self, and that's all great. But are we willing to be a little bit flexible?
Mm.
Are willing to be a little bit flexible with, well, maybe it isn't in this town. Am I willing to go to the next town over? Am I willing to make that half an hour drive for a relationship? Sometimes when we throw I do not fish, everybody, and this is really a bad analogy, but we cast out the line, right? When we cast out the line, sometimes we're in the wrong pool. Sometimes it's like you have to have it's the pool next door. So just think about that. Think about, I am willing, these are my standards that I will stay to, but I'm willing to be flexible for the right one, for the
Mm.
right one. So there you go. There you
Good, good advice.
Please, if you have a question, be specific as you can with your question. You'll get more in-depth answers if you ask a how or why. Thank you, Carson. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Carson. You're so good. So good, Carson.
How was Thanksgiving, Laura? How was it at the new
Good. Yeah, it was really, we had a large group at my house, and and now I'm in like detox mode, too much butter, too much sugar, too much everything. How about you?
It was good. The boys went to their mom's on Thursday for Thanksgiving, so we actually did Thanksgiving on Wednesday, and so the boys had lunch. So we had everything out, and we did what you just said. So there's a place, those of you that have like Kroger's or Albertsons or Whole Foods or whatever your big main grocery store is. What do you have out there, Laura? What's your
We
big
have
store?
Market Basket, and we have Whole Foods, Market Basket, Shaw's, yeah, all those.
Okay.
Hannaford.
So in Chicago, we had Jewel. And if you're really from the southeast side of Chicago, you're like the Jewels. And it's just like people, it's just
I've
Jewel.
never heard of it.
It's Jewel.
The Jewels? Yeah.
It's owned by Albertsons. But anyway, we have something called QFC. I always keep on calling it, no. What's the thing? What QVS? QFC? QFC. Carson, what the hell is it?
Where'd you go? Oh no, we lost him. He pressed the wrong button. So anyway, he was talking about going to a grocery store.
Thank you. QVC. QVC, right. So it's QVS or QV.
Oh,
I don't know what the heck it is. Carson, you know what it is. Anyway,
let me see.
QVC is a program. Okay, so we have QFC. QFC, that's it. Anyway, it's a Q something. So we ordered turkey dinner from there. So we had a pre-cooked turkey, macaroni and cheese, green bean casserole, stuffing, we got cranberries on our own. And it came with two other mashed potatoes and sweet potatoes. So we had all that. We bought pumpkin pie, Dutch apple pie. So we had all this stuff on Wednesday. The kids left to be with their friends for Friendsgiving for dinner. John takes all the Thanksgiving holiday stuff down, brings out all the Christmas stuff out, and on Thanksgiving Day, Christmas is up and open. I'm like,
oh wow.
it's
I can
crazy.
see the lights and everything behind you. It looks great.
Yes. He's like, oh, don't you want these decorations for your
He's so good. He's so good.
Okay, thank you. All right. So ICP Chemist would like a card about work for the week.
Work for the week. Okay, just for the week.
And hello, Sharon. Thanks for being here. Appreciate you. Okay, go ahead.
ICP Chemist. Okay. Alrighty. Interesting. Alrighty. Well, it looks good.
That's good.
I'm curious if you work in two different offices or if there is like satellite locations, or it could be like work at home versus office. I don't know what this is, but there's something about like two connections with work or two locations. Interesting. So this week is all about communication and understanding each other in the relationship. So this might be the working relationship we're talking about here with work, trying to understand people better and to meet them where they are. Okay, so there might be some miscommunication happening this week in work. So just remember to always refer back to, okay, if something seems a little bit out of sorts with people, or if they're not responding like they usually expect them to, always remember what their previous connections were like in this, because this is an odd week, it feels like, coming up. Okay. I have a normal job and my business. Oh, so you do have two. Okay, I see. ICP. Yeah, ICP Chemist. I have normal job in my business. Absolutely. So there's something here about communication that if you have clients that you typically connect with and they seem out of sorts, so they're not kind of communicating the same way, or you have coworkers or colleagues that aren't communicating like they usually do, just think, okay, this is just not normal. We're not going to take this personally. We're going to look at how they normally communicate with me. That's how I would see this. Okay. So that's what I'm seeing. And I think across the board, it's probably going to be in both of your normal job and your business in some way, shape, or form, probably in different ways though. So what do you have, Elias?
Little shout out to ICP Chemist. Her business is called Unearthly Encounters.
Oh, what is it?
There's the I'm trying to hide her phone number. There's the QR code.
Okay, let me get the QR code because you're going to see what this is all about. Okay. Does it work on the screen? It doesn't. No, okay. I tried. Okay. All right, because I want to see while you're pulling cards for them. I want to see. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you.
So she makes jewelry, and this is one of the pieces of jewelry that she made. She makes beautiful necklaces too. So it is rose quartz with Amazonite and black tourmaline. Three of my favorite.
Look how gorgeous that is.
It's beautiful.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Look at that. Look at that more. So I'm curious what is going to come up in her business.
So here's the thing, and this is really interesting, joy. Again, guys, I think there's a theme here about what happens with the holidays, with the success that we talked about earlier and what Laura was talking about earlier. If you look at the joyful things in work, we're always focusing on like, oh, I got to do this. And I got to, like today, I'm like, okay, Monday, I've got Cyber Monday. I've got to do the marketing. I've got to do this. Oh my God, I've got to do that. And how's sales going with this? Instead of saying, I'm so grateful that I'm self-employed. I'm grateful that I have a partner that supports me 100%. If I didn't have that support, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing. It's the joy of the business. Exactly. Barking on the truth. It's the joy of having your job and the joy of having your own business.
Yeah.
So look at the joyful pieces, the small joyful people pieces, and the people in your life, and see what will shift when you have that joyfulness and gratefulness. And this just fell out. And speaking your truth about all that you do.
Yeah.
So really good. Really good. Excellent. 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 Who's next? Preach the self compliments.
That's right.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. What do you got coming up, Laura? You got something
Oh
coming
my.
up.
In March.
March, we'll get to that one, but you got something coming up soon. Don't
Well,
you?
here in New England, yeah, I have a
You never
demonstration.
know. Somebody might want to take a trip. You never know.
Yeah.
You never
Yeah,
know.
in next month actually now, yeah, in January, there's a couple of things. I have a demonstration of mediumship in Methuen, Massachusetts. I'm also teaching a soulful manifesting class in Massachusetts, which I've taught online in the past, this past year, but I'm getting to do this in person. So I'm excited about that.
And a little kudos to Laura, you guys. Here's the thing. Her stuff is so sharp. I don't know if you've ever gone to her website or like followed her and looked at her um designs. They're so sharp. Like that soul searching thing was sharp. That was really sharp with the stars and the little
Oh, you
paint.
like that with the
It was
paint and the stars? Yeah.
yeah, that was really good. That
Oh,
was
thank
really,
you.
really cute. I loved it.
Appreciate that.
Um, okay. Let's see. Carson, I'll take a card. For my biz or love. Your choice. Oh, I
Ooh,
like that.
okay.
Love is in the air. Da, 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 da. Okay. Don't know.
Oh no. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna look at your business stuff here. Interesting. Um, hmm. How interesting is this? Okay. So Carson, I don't know you really. I don't know if the business that you're in or the business that you want to do is more spiritual based, intuition based, something or other, like some kind of spiritual communication. Does that make sense? I'm hoping that makes sense. Does that make sense, Elias? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was getting this around all of this. So, the first card that came up is the waiting game. So what this means is it's not a matter of when, but not if, but when. Okay. So if you're in the process of changing things with your business, or you're just starting up, or there's something here about transition with the business in an upward spiral kind of way, this means that the work has been done. It's just a matter of not if, but when that things start to sort of take off a bit more and become more consistent. Okay. The other thing too is when this card comes up, now this can mean a number of different things. But in this particular context, what it means is that focusing on the practical business aspects of the business. So where are you lacking with some of like there's some things that maybe need some attention, as far as the unfun, boring business side of it. So that probably needs a little bit of attention. Okay, so especially a lot of us who work in this field are one people shows. So we do everything, right? We do the admin work, we do our website, blah, 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 but those aren't as fun as the actual work. So I'm curious, like where is it that you need a little bit of tweaking that on something you'd rather not spend time on, but it would be well worth the time to do it and it'll pay off in spades. All right. So I hope that makes sense. Okay. So,
And here's an interesting thing. So I'm not going to show you the card yet, but the card's number is number 44. And looking this up is the number 44 is often interpreted as a sign of stability, strong foundation, hard work, perseverance, and a message to stay on your current path.
yeah.
I think is interesting. And look at what the card is, growth. It's growth.
44.
Yeah,
44 and it adds up to 8, which is abundance.
right. Look at that.
Good.
Fascinating. And we're in an 8-year right now. Creating is the 8-year. So, and notice the butterfly for transformation. So growth is really important. So you are growing in each stage. And just like you don't look at a baby and while the baby's crawling on the floor and you're like, why are you not running? You'll never do that. It's a stage. It's got to be from the crawl to the walk to the run. So all of it is growing. The growth of your business, the growth of the one, all that stuff is growing. And of course, this is the fourth card. I counted 4 cards, and this is the card that happened. So it is the patience game, and it is about really taking our time to shift and acknowledging all the beautiful steps that happen in between stage 1, stage 2, stage 3, stage 44. So it's all a process. It's all a process.
Exactly.
Joy says, maybe that's where I went wrong. You're funny. Carson is smiling and laughing. Thank you. Rhoda. Hello, Rhoda. Thanks for being here. Thank you for being here. All right. And Rhoda, thanks for being here. Can I be added to the list? We don't have a list. If you want a quick card, because we're about to end, but if you want a quick card, ask a question, not the yes or no, but like a how or why question. That was really good. Rhonda says, I feel like I was just called out too. Really? All you need to be called out is the Greek eyebrow. That's it. That's all. And you'll be able to see that Greek eyebrow a lot if you come join us in March. We'll talk about it in a second. Rhoda, did you want a card for yourself? How'd you find out about us, Rhoda?
Yeah. A few people. Yep.
Dorothy, you felt like it too, really? Dorothy, pictures, t-shirt, pictures. Remember, how can I make the best of this week?
Okay. Let's see what you need to focus on, Rhoda. Okay. Okay.
Oh, Dorothy also asked above. I didn't see Dorothy's. Where's Dorothy? Oh, can I get a card? Okay, we'll do it quick.
Okay, so who are we focusing on right now?
Right now it's Rhoda.
Okay, how can I make the best of this week? Okay. Okay. All right, so fulfillment of wishes. This is focusing on everything you've got, focusing on all the good in life this week. So focus on the good. Focus on the good. This is about, we always preach gratitude here, always, constantly preaching gratitude and how powerful it is. So this week, especially for you, Rhoda, this is going to be like, it's not an indication of anything negative, so no, don't worry about it. But it's just a reminder to continue to always focus on the good things in life, even the smallest things, the smallest blessings, to always turn towards that. And it doesn't mean to put on rose-colored glasses necessarily. That's not where we're going here with that. But there is so much to be thankful for, always. If you got food on your table and, coffee or tea in your cup, you're good, Good.
And the kind of cup that you need, Rhoda, is Next Mug. Next Mug.
I love my Next
We are changing the world one mug at a time. Slowly, one of these days they're going to sponsor me, for God's sake.
Yeah.
So it charges up, and then you get to have warm, hot, or piping, and it's really good because it stays nice and warm. But that's not why you came here, Rhoda. But that's how we roll.
Mine's in the dish drain right now. That's why I don't have mine.
I want to tell you, Rhoda, I loved your show. It was amazing. So thank you. The Rhoda show was really good. You did a great job. Love the name. Okay. So,
are you showing your age again?
Again, I will be, please mark your calendars, guys. 25 days. In 25 days, I'll be the big 6-0. The big 6-0. I can't believe it.
Awesome.
Transformation, Rhoda. This is a beautiful card to have. Transformation. So think about it. Things are shifting for you this whole week by you looking at the opportunities and, as Laura was saying, the gratitudes in life, and looking at your wins. And you could also look at, I'm going to say this from a flip side, if you look at the losses as lessons to learn and grow, this is what the transformation is. Looking at those shoulda, coulda, wouldas as, oh, that happened for a reason. It happened to help me grow. So there you go. There you go. It's me reincarnated. That's awesome. No way. You look amazing. Thank you. Greek don't crack. So thank you. Uh, oh, and then real quick, because we're going over our time. And Rhoda, come follow us. Go to Laura's YouTube and follow her. Subscribe and like, and come onto my YouTube and subscribe and like as well. Dorothy. Dorothy would like a card too. Dorothy.
Yeah, I picked a card for her. Mental conflict. Okay, so notice again the blue border. It's all about what's in your head. What's in your head? This is about what's the. A lot of times when these blue cards come up, it's all about what is the narrative that's in your head this week. So that's what this means. So especially this week, for some reason, I'm just feeling communication is just really wonky this week, and it could be retrograde, whatever. It could be the holidays. So be careful about making up stories in your head about situations around you and communication around you. Right? Okay. Yeah.
Yes, Dorothy. What Laura just said. Laura just said, going to call you out as your life coach. What Laura?
Oh, so you have insider information. Okay. So it's accurate then. Yeah. Okay. We won't pick on you.
We won't pick on you. I will. She won't. She won't. I will.
It's not my job.
And a little patience added. I did shuffle the cards, guys, and a little patience with that too. What Laura said plus patience. So you got this, girl. You got this. Real quick, everybody. Dorothy says very. Yeah, I get it. And she said, yes, I feel that.
We've all been there, Dorothy. We get it.
We get it. Here's the thing, guys. Something that's going to be really exciting in March. I'm so thrilled to show it to you all. That's what I was working on to get the PDF thing, so I knew how to do it. But now it's to get it on the screen, which is a little bit tempting sometimes. So there's your computer. And then we go to, there it is. And I got it. Yes. It's so exciting when it works. Okay. So in March, guys, there is an amazing retreat. We will be presenting a retreat at the amazing Skamania Lodge. Skamania Lodge. And there it is. If you get this, it's a $300 off the early bird discount. It ends on December 11th. Look who's there. Laura's there. We're going to have a special post-event of mediumship for 2 hours. So each of us will give our little spiel a little bit, and then we're all going to come together and do some amazing stuff. So Laura's there, and Ginger Healing Heart Medium Peric is there, and Lisa Nolan Shalowski, who's also a trans channel. So she did Lisa Williams' master training class, and she's an amazing person. And it's a beautiful thing. Both Ginger and Lisa are breast cancer survivors and warriors. So they really want to bring some joy into the life and use their knowledge of their, I don't want to say their struggle, but their knowledge of their journey, and bring some aha moments to people. So we are going to be doing a sound healing ceremony, which is more than just drums, more than just gongs and crystal balls. It's a Chilean-based sound healing. We're going to be doing a nature painting, which is how nature speaks to you. We're going to do an energy cord cutting. We're going to talk about the mindset principles that are here in the aspects of love. And this is based on taking an old retreat that I did, Aspects of Love, creating the mindset principles from my book, Changing the F You to Thank You. And we're combining those two aspects together and creating this amazing retreat for all of you. And I'm really excited, really excited to show it there. And here's the cool thing. Go to the website, click on it. The lodging is separate. We have a fantastic rate. Lodging at Skamania Lodge is normally $400 and above. for the tax and for the retreat, not the retreat, the resort fee. It's $200 a night. If you share a room with someone, it's
Great.
$100. It's $100 if you share a room. So
That's
come be
fantastic.
with us, share some laughs, and we always have a lot of bonding on a retreat. That will be my 54th weekend retreat. 54th. I know. It's crazy.
Congratulations.
It's
That is
crazy.
wonderful.
So, Maxine, welcome. Thank you for being here. You finally found us. All right. Well, we're out of time, but I'll tell you what, real quick, Maxine, really super, super quick. Look at this. What we're going to show you is this expansion. This is a time for you to expand everything that's coming up for you. Okay. Some of the messages may resonate. Thank you, Kelly. And finding your inner joy during the holidays, celebrating the small victories, and being patient with yourself. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. And guys, please go to Laura's website, check out everything that she's doing. Our websites are located right below our names, and check those out. I won't be here next Monday. Laura will be here. Are you going to be here next Monday?
Yeah, I'll be here.
Laura will be there next Monday. I will be on a cruise ship. In Mexico. Today's my day to try on all the clothes and hope that they all fit. So that's what today is like. We're gonna buy man Spanx and pray that everything fits.
Thank God for Spanx.
Yeah, thank God for Spanx. Someone's like, "Oh, Elias, your skin is so white for being Greek." I'm like, "Yeah." I'm like, I'm gonna have to wear like SPF 80 because that, or people are gonna have to wear sunglasses when I'm in a t-shirt and shorts sitting outside on the deck. So I mean, we're going from like 40-degree weather to 85-degree weather.
Nice.
So,
Enjoy.
I'm excited. I'm super excited. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. We appreciate you. And please tell your friends. Come join us every Monday for good. Mystical Monday Musings. We appreciate all of you. Thank you so much.
I'll see you all next Monday. So I'll see you then, everybody.
That way.
Yeah. Have a good cruise.
Be well. Thanks, everyone.